and welcome. Welcome to this winter solstice celebration. I have a quick presentation and meditation that I would like to share with you. And thank you for being here with me and attending Earth channel and connecting with Mother Nature. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring up the presentation I have here for sharing with you. And let's go ahead and start honoring and celebrating the winter solstice. And welcome to the magical dark. The winter solstice is in the northern hemisphere in December 21st, roughly. This year's on December 21st. It's a celestial event marking the longest night, and the return of the longer days holds profound spiritual significance. Winter solstice is the great stillness before the sun's strength builds and days grow longer. It can be a time to rest and reflect. Solstice means the sun stands still. The sun standing still is a powerful metaphor for the energy available to us at the winter solstice to change the direction of our lives with intention and build on this energy as we enter in the new year. After experiencing the longest night and darkest day, the nights grow shorter and the days grow brighter until the summer solstice. The solstice marks the point at which the sun is exactly overhead the Tropic of Capricorn. As well as marking the shortest day of the year, the winter solstice marks the first day of winter in the astronomical calendar. Because the sun is at its lowest arc across the sky, shadows from its light are at their longest. In fact, your noontime shadow on the solstice is the longest it will be all year. Earth is closer to the sun around the winter solstice in December. However, the northern hemisphere receives less sunlight and it has cooler temperatures because it's tilted away from the sun during the winter. Ancient people built many monuments to celebrate the winter solstice. These are cross-cultural celebrations. One example is Newgrange, a huge tomb mound built in Ireland around 3200 BC. About 1,000 years before Stonehenge. A tunnel facing the solstice sunrise runs to a main chamber, and a small window bathes the chamber in solstice light for 17 minutes. The prehistoric monument of Stonehenge is aligned in the direction of the sunset at the winter solstice. The famous Nazca lines, which are giant outlines of monkeys, lizards, and other figures etched into the earth by an ancient culture in Peru, match up to the winter solstice. On the solstice, some of these lines touch the spot on the horizon where the sun sets. Ancient Egypt's Temple of Karnak, located in Luxor, was built to align with the winter solstice more than 4,000 years ago. There's a beautiful picture of Stonehenge on that day, the winter solstice. Many ancient structures can be seen in archaeological sites around the world that were built in alignment with the winter solstice. The Aztecs, Mexica. The winter solstice is to celebrate the birth of the next cycle. This was the observance of the birth of Huitzilopochtli, the sun. At the winter solstice, the sun looked like a tiny hummingbird in the distance. It was called the left-handed hummingbird of the south. Hummingbirds migrate south at this time. This is the reason why the sun is symbolically compared to a hummingbird flying to the left. The Aztecs believed that the dead warriors reincarnated into hummingbirds. He's the god of war and fire is his element. Here's the beautiful hummingbird, which is also my spirit animal. Here I have him, and here I have him on my shawl as well. Love the spirit of hummingbird. This is why I'm choosing to wear these to represent the winter solstice today. Very close to my heart. So this is Huitzilopochtli, Mexica culture, the hummingbird flying left in the Nahuatl language. And speaking of Mexica traditions and the Nahuatl language, this is the Cuetlaxochitl poinsettia as we know it. And here I have it as well. I always get myself one for this season. It's a beautiful red flower. And Cuetlaxochitl is a flower native to Tenochtitlan, the Aztec capital, which is modern-day Mexico City, cultivated before the European colonization. Cuetlaxochitl means flower that withers, mourn flower that perishes like all that is pure. It is called the Christmas flower since it blooms around Christmas time, blooms during the winter solstice, and signals the start of a new cycle of life. Quetzalcoatl was honored as a divine gift to help rebirth the light on Mother Earth. Temples were adorned with this flower as its flowering coincided with the date of the birth of Huitzilopochtli on the winter solstice. It came to the U.S. via Mr. Robert Poinsett, the first ambassador to Mexico between 1825 and 1829, and therefore that's how we know it today in the English language. Oh, beautiful forest here for the winter wonderland with snow. Then in nature, we have animals that adapt to the changes of the seasons. Changes in daylight, animal behavior, and plant life. Some hibernate, like bears, squirrels, snakes. Many animals migrate to warmer climates. Birds, whales, and butterflies migrate throughout the world. Find out if you have any migrations that come to your area. I know here in my area, I am in the Central Valley in California, we have the butterfly and the monarchs migration that come to several spots within the San Francisco Bay Area and along the coast. They come around November and they return. They go in February, so they winter over here. And many other birds also that come through. We are in the Pacific Flyway, so we have many, many birds that come through, and I love the bird watching and just welcoming them into this area where they come to rest. Also, the trees are bare, some plants and flowers are dormant, and the land is resting. The earth element is associated with the winter solstice and the dark soil where we plant the seeds, where we get rooted. So if you just want to observe, journal the nature around you, what animals are hibernating, what animal or birds are coming to your climate or going away. Also, what trees are bare or which ones are evergreens, and what plants and flowers are around. I know there's some flowers that are actually blooming now. I have a honeysuckle tree in my backyard that it blooms like in November or something like that. So just if you want to observe nature and wonder, have the wonderment of nature to connect with it. It's another beautiful winter wonderland picture. That's how the mountains here in California look right now with all this snow. And embracing the winter solstice is a celebration of light and renewal. Across cultures, it symbolizes rebirth, inner reflection, and the triumph or light over darkness. Embracing the solstice can be a time to connect to nature's cycles, find inner balance, and celebrate the hope inherent in the gradual return of sunlight. Winter solstice spirituality often centers around themes of introspection, renewal, and the cyclical nature of life. We view it as a time to go inward, reflect on personal growth, and release what no longer serves us. Symbolically, the solstice represents a transition from darkness to light, echoing the journey from challenges to enlightenment. It provides an opportunity to connect with the rhythms of nature, align with the changing seasons, and embrace the potential for transformation and spiritual awakening. It's a day of renewal and change. In winter, everything lies dormant in the silent earth. It is a sacred time of rest and reflection before the awakening and the slow build toward brighter days. The energy of winter is that of going within. It is the fruitful darkness and silence out of which our soul's yearnings and new inspirations can eventually emerge. As we consciously link our awareness to nature's cycles, our understanding of our own personal growth cycles begin to deepen. The light of the sun begins a new solar cycle at winter solstice. The rays shine into the dark and nurture the newborn life there to be cultivated. This is mirroring nature and the nature of life all around us. As the seeds are buried in the darkness of the earth, they emerge once again with the life-giving rays of the sun. And you can honor the winter solstice and doing small rituals and ceremony if you wish. You can create your own ritual for the winter solstice, embracing positive change and setting intentions for the coming year. You can meditate and make sure you have a space for quiet reflection and gratitude. Journaling will be good in addition to these. Also, bring in the element of light and fire, such as candles, a fireplace, or bonfire if you can in your backyard. And also go outside and connect with the sun. Do sun gazing, connect with the light, and get creative and let it glow. And now, as we look at this beautiful imagery here, I just want to take us through a little bit of a short meditation to connect with this energy of the winter solstice. So, and entering the sacred dark. So if you just want to close your eyes and settle in into your space, or if you want to keep them open and look at this beautiful image, up to you. And then just let everything go, the rush of modern day Christmas time um, energy, of the to-do list and everything. Just let that go. Just breathe it out. Just blow it like the wind in the wintertime. Just let that go, blow it out, breathe it out, and just kind of settle in your space. And just imagine the world around you becoming still, very still. The kind of stillness that comes only in winter. Soft, quiet, and timeless. See yourself standing outside at night where the sky is deep and dark, sprinkled with stars, with light, and the air is crisp. Take a slow breath in of that cold, crispy air. And this darkness is not frightening. It is comforting, it's nurturing, and it's ancient. This is the womb of the season, the place where seeds rest and new dreams are formed. Allow a moment for silence here. And then just gently within yourself, ask yourself, what wisdom lives in my darkness? The wisdom of the dark. And let any feelings of images that come to you naturally. And take a moment to breathe in here in the wisdom of the dark and what it brings to you. And then a short blessing for the winter season that I would like to share. Place a hand on your heart or in your womb space or both. And then let this blessing rise within you. May I move through winter with grace. May I rest when my body calls for rest. May my inner light guide me through the dark. And may the returning sun nurture everything I am becoming. Take a deep breath, a grounding breath in, and release. And come back slowly to this space by just keeping the stillness and the silence within you. I really hope you enjoy this short video, and with so much gratitude, I'm wishing you a joyful and reflective season. I hope you enjoyed the presentation and the journey and learned something new. Maybe you learned about the Quetzalcoatl flower, how it came about to us nowadays. And just I want to thank you for being here. I'm going to stop this share real quick. Thank you for being here. And I invite you to just slow down, reflect, listen to your body, and go into the stillness and the darkness of the winter solstice, and meditate and journal and be open to receive. And then let's go towards the light, towards, the longer days and shorter nights that are coming ahead for us. Thank you so much, everybody. Many blessings. Thank you for being here with me with Tending Earth, and I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Happy winter solstice. Bye-bye.